How does your higher self and lower self influence you and your decisions in life? How do your selves interact with one another and within the context of your daily life? Understanding the soul and its nature is vital in any spiritual pursuit, including the path of the Western mystery student. It's an important aspect of our spiritual development and in our everyday life. If you want to know more about the parts of your soul and how you can work towards being more aware of them, stay tuned and enjoy this video series on the parts of the soul. Brotherhood of the Eternal Light, teaching the Western mysteries. The three levels of the soul. Neshama, the spiritual soul. The knowledge of the soul is called the secret of secrets in the Zohar, given only to those who are wise in their hearts. According to the Kabbalah, there are three main parts or levels to the soul: the emotional soul or lower self called nefesh, the mental soul or conscious self called ruach, and the spiritual soul or the higher self called neshama. There are also two higher parts of the soul. One is the primal spark or divine force called chaya, and the second is the highest part of the soul called yechida. These two higher parts are often included in the neshama and considered to be higher aspects of the neshama. We will present them more in detail in a further video. There is also the tselem, the etheric body, the intermediate between our physical body and our astral body. In the Kabbalah, our spiritual soul is called Neshama. Neshama means soul or spirit. It also can mean breath and is assigned to the spiritual plane. It is considered the highest part of our soul. That is so high that it is normally unattainable for a normal man and difficult to access for the seeker on the path of the mysteries. The neshama is the part of the soul that rules over the other two parts, the astral and mental souls, ruach and nefesh, and guides us through our spiritual and mundane lives. The neshama is considered, other than the lower levels of the soul, not to be part of our mortal personality, and thus exists throughout all our incarnations. The neshama can influence positively our life and provide us guidance if we purify our mortal personality to a degree that we are able to receive its influence. It can provide wisdom, inspiration, and understanding. It is also a motivating factor for repentance or teshuvah. The neshama is also associated with our higher self, which is personified by our holy guardian angel. We become wholly devoted to and in awe of God when we allow the neshama to take over our self, for it is our true or higher self. And this, according to the Zohar, is what is meant by a holy man or a holy woman. This is the goal of all spiritual work in the Western mystery tradition, and an essential pillar for the student of the mysteries to appreciate and strive towards. Why is it difficult for so many to allow neshama to take over the self, or even be aware of its existence? Similar to the analogy used in our video, How to Follow Your Higher Self and Your Yetzer Hatov, see link in the description, many are so distracted by the ding of daily mundane life and the pull of craving and sin that our awareness cannot hear the sound of neshama. Let's imagine for a moment that we have our radios playing loudly as we hike through the woods, that it drowns out the sounds of birds, the wind blowing, and rustling of the trees. This can be compared to our higher self. If one can turn off the radio, for example, by purifying one's soul, then one can hear the sounds of nature during their hike. That means one is aware of the neshama. We hope this video on the neshama has provided some deep insights for you and inspires you to pursue a path of purifying your soul in order to live a more fulfilling and meaningful life, and hopefully minimize your suffering. What are some aspects in your life where you feel like you are inspired by the neshama? Where do you think you can cut out noise, distractions, and cravings in your life to help you on your spiritual path? What new insights have you gained from this video? Please share in the comments section. We would love to hear from you. We look forward to sharing information on the other two parts of the soul soon. If you want to learn more about the planes of existence, watch our special video on the topic. If you haven't already, subscribe to our channel and activate the bell to be informed on our next videos. Stay tuned for further videos on the other two parts of the soul, the Nefesh and the Ruach. See you soon!